Welcome back to ALPB Roundup. I'm Ryan here with 5 close games to recap from a full night of action. Let's get the ball rolling in High Point, where the Ducks and Rockers got their series started. Brett Kennedy took the mound for Long Island against High Point's ace, Justin Nicolino. 5 batters into Kennedy's night. He had allowed 3 runs thanks to back-to-back jacks from Xander Wheel and Quincy Lattimore. Those were the 5th home runs of the season for both of them. That's good for second in the league right now. The Ducks got one back in the second inning when LJ Mazzilli scored on a Sam Travis groundout. From there, both pitchers would cruise, and so would the bullpens as this game went scoreless the rest of the way, and the Rockers hold on to win 3-1. Nicolino gets the win in this one. He went 7 innings, allowing just 1 run on 5 hits and 1 walk, all while only striking out 1. Strikeouts are fascist, ground balls are more democratic. You know what I'm saying? Jason Bradford secured his second save of the year for High Point for Long Island. Kennedy escaped without any additional damage after that first inning of back-to-back homers. He ends with 6 innings of work, allowing 3 runs on 4 hits and 2 walks. He would strike out 5. Joey Rio threw 6 pitches in relief and struck out 2 batters. Bang, call it a night, bruh. Out there doing the bare minimum to do the most. Love that for Joey Rio. The Rockers improved to 8-3 on the season, and the Ducks fall to 5-5. Justin Nicolino gets the player of the game from me. Projections give the Rockers a 52% chance of grabbing another win tomorrow. I expect to see Cooper Cassad for High Point against Bennett Perry on the mound. Lancaster took their 3-game win streak to Southern Maryland. Lancaster fresh off a sweep of York. They put Dom DeSabatino on the bump against the GOAT, Daryl Thompson. The Blue Crabs rode in on an 8-game winning streak of their own. Both pitchers would handle their business. DeSabatino went 5 innings toe-to-toe with Daryl Thompson, allowing just 1 run on 3 hits and 4 walks, striking out 5. Thompson does Daryl Thompson things. 6 frames, allows 1 run on 8 hits and a walk, struck out 4. However, it was the lethal Blue Crabs bullpen handling their business after that. Wells, Brasinio, Latos teamed up for 3 scoreless innings of work. Chase Johnson would cough up a pair of doubles, and Jared Walker scored Jack Sundberg for the winning run in the 7th. Ooh, almost got caught up on that one. As the Barnstormers fall to the Blue Crabs 2-1. Matt Latos already has 4 saves on the year. That man has still got it. Mama, that man has still got it. Kelly Dugan stays hot. He goes 2 for 4. Daryl Thompson wins player of the game from me. The Barnstormers fall to 4-7. On the other end, Southern Maryland has now won 9 in a row since opening day, improving to 9-1. I anticipate Augie Silk taking on Denson Hull and his mustache tomorrow. And the projections give Southern Maryland a 64% chance of making it a 10-game winning streak. York welcomed Gastonia for their home opener. The Revs looked to bounce back from getting swept by Lancaster, while the Honey Hunters tried to extend their win streak to double digits. York threw Nick Travieso against Gastonia's John Anderson. Those two brought this game into the 5th scoreless when Gastonia worked 2 runs across to open up a lead. Travieso would be removed in the 6th for Jocelyn Arias. Unfortunately, Arias would hit Stuart Levy before walking Eric Jones and Johnny Davis. Just like that, he's out of the ballgame, and Gastonia is up 3-0. York bounced back with 1 in the 7th, but the Honey Hunters bullpen is just too much, and they hang on to beat the Revs 3-1. John Anderson threw 5 shutout innings of 1-hit ball. He did walk 3 while striking out 7. He gets player of the game from me. Ronald Pena collects his 3rd save, striking out the side. Johnny Davis and Jack Reinheimer led the charge offensively for the Honey Hunters. Nick Travieso goes 5 2/3, allowing 3 runs on 5 hits. He also struck out 7 while walking 2. Troy Stokes continues to look good, keeps the bat hot with a 2-hit game in the loss for York. Gastonia, they have their 10th straight win, improving to 10-1. York falls to 2-8. Brutal start for the boys, losing their 4th in a row. York's ace, Alex Sanabia, should be on the mound for York tomorrow against Gastonia's Deck McGuire. Projections give Gastonia a 56% probability to keep the streak going. The Genomes, they had their first home game finally, trying to stop their 7-game skid, trying to do so against the Dirty Birds. This one was only 7 innings after it was delayed for about an hour of rain, which is dumb. Sorry. I mean, I guess they have a 10 a.m. game tomorrow. Feels convenient, though, for a team with pitching issues, playing a team with the same ownership, but whatever. Jordan Stevens got on the mound against Dustin Beggs, but this would be the night's offensive showcase. The Genomes jumped out to a quick 6-1 lead thanks to Riley Mahan's RBI triple and Wellington Dotel's homer in the third, and then Anderson Miller and Wellington Dotel singled in runs in the fourth. Wellington Dotel, great addition so far. But the Genomes gonna genome, and the Dirty Birds always seem to score in the fifth inning. The Dirty Birds scored 7 in the fifth this time around. Juan Carlos Perez smacked a 3-run bomb, and Connor Justice hit a 2-run homer of his own. Anthony Seymour's 2-run single made an 8-6 game, and the Dirty Birds would not look back, winning this one 9-6 in 7 innings. Stevens and Beggs both allowed 6 runs on the bump. However, the Dirty Birds bullpen shut it down when they had to, while Robbie Ross and Ryan Harper got smacked in the mouth for the Genomes. Tyler Wilson grabbed his third save of the campaign for the Dirty Birds. Anderson Miller, Riley Mahan, Wellington Dotel, and the newest addition to the Genomes, Carlos Castro, all had multi-hit days for the Genomes, while Riley Mahan's got a 1.314 OPS. Unreal. OPS plus for Mahan is up over 228. Ridiculous in the early going. Anthony Seymour, Scott Kelly, and Nick Longy all had 2 hits apiece for Charleston, while Juan Carlos Perez had himself a 3-hit day. He grabs player of the game for Charleston. I expect to see Joe Testa on the bump for the Dirty Birds against Eli Villanueva. For the Genomes, they were looking to snap their 9-game losing streak tomorrow at the 10 a.m. start. That's a rough one for the boys. The Dirty Birds have a 57% probability of getting the win tomorrow, according to projections. Finally, we got the FerryHawks opening their new era on Staten Island against the Legends. Still looking for their first win, the FerryHawks put Julio Teheran on the bump against the Legends' J.J. Hoover. I gotta tell you, these two guys still got it. 2 of the most MLB tenured arms in the league. Courtney Hawkins would open the scoring in the first with his league-leading 6th homer of the season. That's what he does. But that's how the score would stay until the 5th, when the FerryHawks finally got to Hoover for 3 runs from a Reimer Liriano sac fly and a Brandon Wagner 2-run single. Both bullpens looked good and held solid, with the exception of the FerryHawks getting an insurance run across in the 8th. Kelsey Whitmore scored that one. That's noteworthy for the league. Victor Capion, he shut the door for the first ever FerryHawks dub. Teheran gets the win, going 6 innings, allowing 1 earned and walking 1 while striking out 6. He is my player of the game. J.J. Hoover throws 117 pitches, just letting the big man get after it. Loves the cool weather, I'll tell you that. Doing all he can to keep the bullpen fresh at the start of a 6-game week here. True pitcher coach energy. The FerryHawks are now 1-9, while the Legends fall to 5-6 on the campaign. Daniel Crisino takes the bump for the Legends tomorrow, needing a solid start against Matt Salter, who has been red hot to start the year for Staten Island. So hot that the projections do give Staten Island the edge tomorrow as well. 53% probability of getting their second win. John Anderson's my player of the night. 5 innings of 1-hit ball for the Honey Hunters, and that'll do it. Rest up. We are less than 8 hours from baseball, probably less than 7 by the time this thing posts. We got Atlantic League baseball to watch. We are in full swing here. I'm Ryan from ALPB Roundup. Get us on Twitter, get us on Instagram, and I'll talk to you once we can wrap up a long day of baseball tomorrow. You'll have a good one.